Okay, so in the beginning, as you can see, I had very, very fine hair, as most babies do, so there wasn't too much that my mom did with it, including putting it in tiny little pigtails just like that. But that was quickly ended, and we went into the braided years. My mom would wash and condition my hair and put on well comb and use a hard bristle brush and pretty much brush any curl, wave, or anything out of my hair, and then braid it, put it in pigtails or other styles, and that's pretty much how I wore it most times throughout my childhood. Until the pressing comb came into the picture. So for special occasions, my mom would send me to my grandmother's house. We would use that good old Blue Magic and some other forms of grease and press it out and then curl it. And then we went to older years where I would do kind of like weird styles and wear it half up, half out at the bottom, and kind of like a Rudy Huxtable afro. And then I begged and begged and begged, and then I got a perm. My hair pretty much was fine. It was really, really, really flat, so not nearly as, full and thick as it is now, but I enjoyed it. I had wanted it for a while, but my hair wasn't really having it. So freshman year, yeah, it was about shoulder length. By sophomore year, with all the sports I was playing, I was having to find an alternative to wearing it straight, so I was doing my own form of braid outs, even though I didn't know what it was called. And by my junior year, it was in desperate need of a major trim. So that's what I got. I got this huge trim, and my hair was above shoulder length. It was neck length for the first time in my entire life. But thankfully, by the time my senior year rolled around, my hair had pretty much grown back, but I had stopped getting perms. My last perm was in November of my senior year of high school. It was right for my cotillion, so that was the last time I had my hair permed. And I knew that I wanted a change because I was going to Howard University. So I get there and I'm experimenting with all these different hairstyles that don't require me to straighten, and this is one of them. I just pulled it up with a little bit of mousse and but my hair again was not really feeling this transition. There was a very long period where my hair just looked a hot mess, even though I was going to get it done. Fortunately, by 2004, my hair was on the grow and it was healthy, and by 2004 in the fall, it was down to armpit length. And unfortunately for me, due to stress, I had a major setback, and by 2006, my hair was very, very short. It was about neck length, shoulder length. By 2007, I was straightening it less and wearing alternative hairstyles like this, just like a slick back pony, and my hair started to grow. I didn't even realize that that was why, but the next time that I straightened my hair, it was so much longer than it had been before. And so that period for me was really, really beneficial from about 2007 to about 2008. I wasn't straightening a lot, and when I was straightening, I saw growth. So by 2009, it was officially the start of my natural hair journey. This picture was taken in the fall of 2009, and it was just to really document the state of my hair. As you can see, I had a ton of heat damage, even though I didn't even know what heat damage was at the time. But I had been straightening my hair so much that even though it was curling, it wasn't nearly my natural texture. So I started doing twist outs on my hair, although it was not nearly as, funky or textured as I was hoping it would be. It worked for me. So just to show you what my hair looked like straight at that time, because of the heat damaged, or some people call it heat trained hair, my hair was very silky, very shiny, but it wasn't really growing past armpit length. It wasn't, damaged per se in the traditional sense of the word, but it was. So I decided again to start, taking better care of my hair. And by 2009, I was on my way. I had a trim, quote unquote, that really, took me back a few inches, but that was fine. By May of 2010, I was again on my way, and you can kind of see how much heat damage was left. You can see, the ends are not even curling, they're just really, really loose waves. So then by August of that same year, my hair was really starting to show some significant length retention. And by October, I couldn't even believe how long my hair had gotten. So I started experimenting with different styles. I experimented with Bantu knot outs on blow-dried hair, and that kind of was a staple. It was good for a casual look and also for kind of like a fun party look. And then a couple months later, or a few months later, I got my hair straightened for the first time in a few months, and I couldn't even believe it. It had gotten so long, and that was when I reached my mid-back length, length. And I was really excited about it. I was so sad because of how much heat damage was left after all of those months of growing it out, but I was really excited about the length that I was able to obtain. So that was exciting. So I started trying different styles, lots and lots of braid out fails, but it was so fun to do it. And that May, I decided to straighten my hair myself and realized that I was only, and this is after a trim, I realized that I was only a couple inches or so from not mid-back length, nearly waist length. So, and that just, this picture just shows you how much non-heat damaged hair I had grown from, January of 2010 to May of that year. So I was like, let's see what my hair would look like if I really just cut all of this heat damaged hair at the ends off. So I did, and that was the result. Loose kind of like waves, and then really, really, really tight curls at the bottom is pretty much what it looked like, and I was extremely excited. I straightened again in August of 2011. And I did it myself, and it was pretty much the same length, hadn't gained that much length, but I did straighten again in October after about 3 months of not straightening, and had definitely gained all of my 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit more, so that was exciting. All in all, that's pretty much it, and I wanted to show you a few styles that I've worn over the last couple years, so hope you guys enjoy.